Season's greetings, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lassero.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the holiday season. Let's jump into these top headlines.
Twilight in Town officially kicks off the Christmas season. The Christmas season officially came alive at Twilight in Town as Minister of TEA, the Honorable Grisha Heilige Martin, led the countdown to the lighting of Cyrus Watty Square, marking the festive start of the holidays on St. Martin. Hundreds of residents and visitors filled the square, enjoying a lively atmosphere with festive booths, treats, and family-friendly activities. Children were especially delighted by the presence of Santa Claus and other holiday characters who kept the excitement going throughout the evening. As the lights illuminated the square, Sweet Pan Entertainment serenaded the crowd, carrying the celebration late into night and setting the tone for the season of joy and togetherness. Here's a clip of the countdown and the lighting at Twilight in Town.
And I want each and every one of you to join me in counting down. And I need to hear you loud. We're going to do a countdown from 10 to 1 as we light up the beautiful square, the beautiful Cyrus Watty Square. Is everyone ready to count down with me?
Yes.
I don't think you're ready. Is everyone ready to count down with me?
Yes.
Okay. 10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Thank you so much, Minister.
The Ministry of Justice has confirmed that military assistance requested by Honorable Minister Natalie Tacklin has been officially approved, allowing Dutch Marines stationed on St. Martin to support the St. Martin Police Force in strengthening public safety operations. The request for military support was first initiated on November 7th, 2025, and later expanded in response to recent armed robberies and growing public safety concerns. As of December 12th, Marines have begun working alongside KPSM officers in joint patrols and traffic controls under the direct leadership of the Chief of Police. The goal of the collaboration is to increase visible law enforcement presence, to deter criminal activity and reassure residents, business owners, and visitors during a period of heightened activity. The Marines are not replacing police officers, but are providing temporary operational support to reinforce capacity. Minister Tacklin described the move as a firm and deliberate response, stressing that protecting the public remains a top priority and that decisive action is necessary to maintain confidence in law enforcement. The operation will continue throughout the Christmas period, with 8 Marines deployed daily in coordination with KPSM. An evaluation will follow to assess its effectiveness and determine next steps. Authorities say the joint effort represents another concrete measure to safeguard St. Martin's social stability and economic well-being.
Police arrest 4 armed robbery suspects and recover stolen vehicles in ongoing crackdown. The St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, has made major progress in its fight against violent crime with the arrest of 4 suspects linked to a series of armed robberies targeting jewelry stores, including businesses in key tourist areas. Following weeks of intensive investigations, KPSM detectives carried out coordinated arrests between December 10th and 12th. All 4 suspects are now in custody and are being questioned in connection with multiple armed robberies that raise serious concerns among residents, business owners, and visitors. Police say the investigation remains active and more arrests are expected as detectives pursue additional suspects. KPSM says the arrest demonstrates its commitment to confronting violent crime head-on and sending a clear message that those who threaten public safety will be identified and prosecuted. In a related development, police have also recovered several stolen vehicles during recent enforcement operations aimed at dismantling theft networks across the island. Most of the vehicles have been confirmed as stolen and are currently secured at police facilities. KPSM is urging legitimate vehicle owners to come forward to reclaim their property. Owners must contact the detective department and present valid identification, proof of ownership, registration documents, and a theft report before vehicles can be released. Police say these combined actions reflect a sustained and determined effort to restore safety, protect businesses, and remove criminal activity from St. Martin's streets. Food security and economic diversification are no longer just long-term ideas. They're becoming real conversations here at home. This week, the Ministry of TEAT took a major step in that direction. Our featured story is coming up, but first, here's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's it for your Sunshine Report, brought to you by the Met Department of St. Martin. So as you enjoy your day, stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Martin, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Martin. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Martin by St. Martin hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
I am Karim Tulen, co-founder of Carib Assist Pro. Our goal is to help busy professionals, elderly, housewife, local, tourists, practically anybody that needs assistance in the day-to-day chores.
We have different services like groceries, do your shopping, and also run your errands. We can provide transportation services for all members of the family, whether it's you on commute
or getting the kids to school. House activities and house services that include pet sitting. All of these, let us take off your hands and let us make those reservations so you don't have to stress about having a good time.
So you can have less stress and more free time. Through our discretion, we make an impression.
Prosecutor and defense reach agreement in Togo 24 fatal shooting case. The prosecutor's office of St. Martin and the defense of suspect TJR have reached a procedural agreement in the Togo 24 case, which stems from a fatal shooting in Kebe on September 18th, 2024. The agreement was formally accepted by the Court of First Instance on December 12, 2025. The incident involved an exchange of gunfire between two groups using automatic weapons, resulting in the death of FH. Investigators determined that FH was not shot by the suspect, but by gunfire from an opposing group whose members remain unidentified or abroad. The violence also placed nearby residents and bystanders at serious risk. To avoid prolonged delays due to the difficulty of locating other suspects, both sides agreed to procedural arrangements that allow the case to move forward efficiently while respecting due process. Under the agreement, the prosecutor's office requested convictions for multiple counts of attempted murder, preparation of murder, and illegal possession of automatic firearms and ammunition. The prosecution is seeking a 12-year prison sentence, reduced from a possible 16 years had the case proceeded without the agreement. In return, the suspect waived certain procedural objections, agreed not to appeal, and relinquished claims to seized items. Authorities say the agreement ensures legal certainty, transparency, and a timely resolution while upholding the rights of all parties involved.
CBCS brings global experts to St. Martin for third annual FinTech Conference. The Central Bank of Curaçao and St. Martin, CBCS, successfully hosted its third annual FinTech Conference on December 4th and 5th, bringing regional and international financial leaders to St. Martin for 2 days of high-level discussion on the future of digital finance. The event opened with a closed regulatory roundtable, followed by a public conference that welcomed central bankers, fintech innovators, and experts from the Caribbean, Latin America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Key topics included payments innovation, digital asset regulation, fintech-driven financial inclusion, stable coins, and the future of banking, including the rise of neobanks. Under the theme, Trust, Transparency, and Technology, Regulating the Next Wave of Fintech, CBCS President Richard Dornbosch highlighted fintech's potential to expand access to financial services for underserved and unbanked communities, while stressing the need for smart regulation that protects consumers without stifling innovation. Panel discussions explored challenges unique to cash-based, tourism-driven economies like St. Martin and Curaçao, alongside regional success stories from Aruba and the Bahamas. Conversations also touched on digital currencies, tokenization, data sovereignty, and the importance of collaboration between traditional banks and fintech firms. The conference concluded with international partners committing to support the region's fintech growth, as CBCS reaffirmed its role in strengthening financial resilience through innovation and cooperation.
Military support deployed to strengthen public safety operations. St. Martin Library spreads reading joy in schools and daycare centers. The St. Martin Library is helping spark a love for reading among young children this holiday season through a new literacy initiative reaching schools and daycare centers across the island. The program is being carried out in collaboration with the libraries at school, the Bibliotheek op School, with support from Stichting Lezen en Biblionet Groningen. The initiative provides age-appropriate books in English, Dutch, Spanish, and Creole, helping create welcoming reading corners that encourage children to explore books as part of their everyday learning. School libraries play a key role in building confidence, improving literacy skills, and ensuring equal access to reading materials for all children. The pilot phase launched at Brighter Child and Ingrid's Home Daycare Centers, where children are already responding positively. Educators praise the program for creating warm, engaging spaces that motivate children to read and discover new stories. Library officials say the project highlights the power of collaboration between libraries, schools, and communities to promote literacy and lifelong learning. Plans are already underway to expand the program to more daycares, primary schools, and secondary schools across St. Martin. From hydroponics in schools to fisheries, poultry, and local food production, momentum is building around how St. Martin feeds itself. We take you inside the island's first agriculture, livestock, and fisheries expo. Next, right after the break.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe,
The right to learn and get an education.
the right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Martin is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights gives us power, our responsibilities makes us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Hi, my name is Mark Johnson from the Jewel Cottage and the Cottage Club Hotel in Sabre. I use Carib Assist in St. Martin for all my shopping needs, and they provide me great service and they deliver everything in perfect condition and on time.
Today on our News Desk feature story, we take a deeper look at the issues shaping life, policy, and progress across our island and the region. Our feature asks a guiding question. It breaks down the complexities behind major decisions, community concerns, and long-term developments that affect our environment, our economy, and the way we live. Our feature explores not only what is happening, but why it matters and what it could mean for St. Martin's future.
Today's featured story highlights a major step in St. Martin's push toward food security and economic diversification. The island's first ever agriculture, livestock, and fisheries expo, hosted by the Ministry of Tayat at the University of St. Martin. Held on Thursday, December 11, the expo drew a strong and diverse turnout. Entrepreneurs, educators, farmers, investors, students, and families, all showing growing interest in a sector long discussed, but now clearly taking shape. According to Tayat, what began as a policy approved in 2022 has evolved into a structured national movement aimed at reducing dependence on food imports and building a sustainable local industry. The evening featured presentations from key sector leaders outlining both challenges and opportunities within agriculture, livestock, and fisheries. Acting Department Head Shervin Frederick opened with an overview of the ALF sector and the broader strategy behind the expo. Wendy Jack, policy advisor, presented the current state and future of fisheries, while Sabrina Brismeur of the Nature Foundation addressed environmental sustainability as a critical component of growth. Education and innovation took center stage with updates on hydroponic programs in schools. Policy advisor Vanessa Matthew and program coordinator Ajit Prasad highlighted how these initiatives, supported by the Green Overseas Train the Trainer program, are teaching students practical agricultural skills, encouraging entrepreneurship, and positively redirecting youth. Foundation Catholic Education, known as SCOS, was presented as a working model of how agriculture can be reintegrated into modern education. Senior Policy Advisor Rose Poran Fleming also shared progress toward developing a sustainable poultry industry, reinforcing the importance of local production in strengthening food resilience. Beyond presentations, the expo showcased the full ecosystem needed to support the ALF sector. ALF is agriculture, livestock, fisheries. Attendees connected with financial institutions like credits, development partners such as SEDC, local producers including Arrowroot Farms and Nutramix, suppliers of chicks and feed, and small-scale farmers. Together, they reflected the collaboration required to turn policy into production. In her remarks, Honorable Minister of Tayat, Grisha Heilaga Martin, underscored the urgency behind the initiative. We import nearly everything we eat. When the world sneezes, St. Martin catches the flu, she said, drawing knowing laughter but delivering a serious message. She emphasized that developing agriculture, livestock, and fisheries is not just an economic strategy, but a matter of national security, one that keeps money on the island, reduces vulnerability, and creates new opportunities for families. The minister also acknowledged regional cooperation already underway, including fish aggregating devices en route with support from Curaçao, and confirmed that St. Martin will host the DCALFA annual conference in 2026. Closing the event, Acting Department Head Frederick made clear this expo was only the beginning. More initiatives are planned as Tayat and its partners continue working to establish ALF as a true pillar of economic diversification. This first ALF Expo didn't just share information, it revealed momentum. And for a country looking to strengthen its future from the ground up, that momentum may be exactly what's needed.
That brings us to the end of today's News Desk feature story. Thank you for joining us as we look beyond the immediate story and think about the broader implications for our island. Whether the answers are clear or still evolving, the goal is to spark informed conversation and deepen understanding. This has been our featured story. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms. I'm Austin Lawrence.
And I am Jacinda Lassiter. I wish you an amazing day. See you tomorrow.
Happy holidays, St. Martin.